Okay. We have Four of Pentacles is the overall energy, and they want me to actually talk about it. I put it on as a title. So it says, I live an abundant life and I have more than I need. You're building a life coin by coin, and you have reached a moment of stability. Getting here signifies an interval when you can rest, reevaluate, and take stock. Likely, you are being reminded to double check those foundations and save some money for a rainy day. How do you feel about your finances? Continue toward your goal without over focusing on your possessions, and let go of any jealousy derived from another person's position in life. Negative feelings around abundance will breed energy blockages big enough to hold back even the most magical trajectories. The tighter you try to hold on to things, the more you block yourself from stepping into the flow of wealth and happiness. If a scarcity mindset is haunting your actions, ask yourself if you are looking down on others based on how much money they have or don't have. Actively save and give in the world and focus on feeling excited and expansive. Now, a couple things. One is somebody's being miserly, okay, and hoarding when they're supposed to be liquidating because God can't fill full hands, okay? And the other thing is I'm wearing orange because it says from the storm, it says Orange Man activated. So that may mean something to you. Now, when I said somebody's hoarding, coveting, lacking mentality, placing too much money on value, and they need to be more charitable, that's what this means upside down, okay? But it was upright. So, for those of you that aren't in that category, we have stability, savings, success, generosity, accepting your worth, being in flow with the universe, feelings of gratitude, and helping others in times of need. So, whichever side of the coin you're on, we want to be on the right side of the coin. So, start liquidating, start giving to others, because, again, I don't know how many of you believe in the QFS, Starlink and Tesla, but I heard the RV has started. And people have been waiting 30, 40 years for this to happen. So it's a big deal. I'm just taking it one day at a time and going with the flow. Now, I normally don't read on just one card like this, if you notice in my past videos, but I go by the energy and I do totally what they tell me to do. And who is they? They are my higher self, my Jesus consciousness, my angels and guides, Saint Michael in particular. Saint Michael today says to pay attention to your dreams. Okay, and he'd like me to read a little bit on that. So that's just what we're doing today. Pay attention to your dreams. Archangel Michael has been working with you during dream time to help you release old fears and reach new heights of happiness and peace. He's been teaching you while you sleep, providing answers to your prayers and building the foundation for your life's purpose. Although you may not remember these dreams, the information resides in your subconscious and helps you in many ways. You can access much of St. Michael's counsel by keeping a dream journal. Any type of notebook will do. Keep it by your bed and consistently record whatever you remember from the previous night's dreams. You'll soon recognize patterns in themes and symbolisms, which will offer you guidance for your waking hour. Now, that's what I do. I give you what comes to me in my other dimensions. Okay? So, I don't usually remember anything except for what they tell me. So, I'm a big one with I remember what they tell me to tell you. But as in, I sit here and tell you a whole dream I had, no, it don't happen. I'm really busy working on all the other different dimensions. Okay, so if you are having reoccurring dreams, they're speaking to you, so make sure to pay attention. Respect and act upon your heart's desires. Okay, now I don't usually read this way, but I'm reading this way because this is what he wants me to do. They want me to do. So we've got the Four of Pentacles with this new financial system coming in. And before it does come in, okay, if it comes in, right, okay, then what we're supposed to be doing is liquidating and not hoarding and helping others with what we have up to this point. And I've been busy with that for 3 years now. So it's working. It's good. I'm ready. If I would get an abundance where I could move out into the country, I'm ready to move. For example, I don't have to say, oh, well, I've got boxes and boxes of stuff I got to put away. So that's the kind of energy they want you to do, is to get busy. Today would be a great day to take all that stuff to the thrift store, if you're catching my drift. Clean out the closets, whatever your project is, and know that all new is coming in and God cannot fill full hands. Okay, then we're going to go a little bit deeper to Love Potion. And what I want to talk about with this card that came out is somebody's manipulating romance with sex. They have a dangerous obsession and lustful thoughts. So a lot of you are in the celibate stage where you haven't had sex for a long time because you're waiting for your mission partner. But some of you are in a position where all you think about is sex and you have lust demons, okay? And then you also have another category where somebody is trying to prevent the celibate ones from getting their twins. Okay, so we got a lot of that energy going around, and so the only thing I can tell you is if you're celibate, keep waiting for your twin. Get married and then do what you got to do, okay? If there's even such a thing as marriage and doing all that kind of stuff, we're going. Like some of us are going 5D and higher, and we're leaving this realm, so we don't have per se physical sex, but we still can hold our energy for our twin. So that's kind of deep. But if you get me, you get me. If you don't, you don't. So the moral of the story is two things. One is if you have sex demons, you really should get them off of you because there's no way you're going to 5D. Second thing is beware of people. So just put your guard up. Don't do no bangs in the parking lot. Don't do any of that 3D stuff. If you want to ascend, if you like 3D and you like sitting here in drugs, sex, and rock and roll, then stay back in the 80s and do that, okay? And the last card out we have is a Queen of Wands, my Queen of Q. Okay, in my deck, it's the creativity card that says keep writing your songs, keep playing your guitar, keep doing all the stuff that you're doing for your project. It just includes liquidating. So let's say you have 10 guitars. They're saying you should narrow it down to maybe 2 or 3. Okay, and that would be really hard, right? It'd be really hard to get rid of 10 guitars. But the point is that other people can use them guitars. And all you're doing is hoarding that energy. And then if you were to have to move or downsize, it would be it's a burden to have to go through that stuff then. It's a lot easier if you did it now. Okay? So again, that's the energy that it's just, keep doing what you're doing, but get rid of this stuff. You can always get more. See, that's the thing. Let's say, like, I got rid of my 84 El Camino and I got a new truck. And I got the new truck because I need stability in California, especially on the interstates, right? I can't be breaking down. And so I traded my new RV and my 84 El Camino in for a nice Nissan truck. Okay, so I have one vehicle now instead of three. Now, let's say I find my twin comes and we want to go and get an old car. Well, now we can go buy one. We can go buy a 67 Mustang, or we can go buy a older Corvette or a Camaro, something like that, But I don't have to be doing it now. I can have what I need now, which is a truck to move things to the thrift store and something very reliable. So a new vehicle is usually a lot more reliable than an old one. Okay, so those are the cards there, and then under it all is the Lover's card. So that sums up just what I got done saying about getting ready for that divine union. That divine union, that sacred union that's coming in, the mission partner. If you already have your mission partner, then it's going to the next step. But it's really important because when the mission partner comes in, you two can sit down, have a conversation about where do we want to live, what do we want to do? Do we want to make music? Do we want to live in the country? Do we want to start a band? What are the things you want to do? Do we want to live together? Do we want to live separate? I'm sure you have pets involved. So there's a lot to go over, but you've already liquidated everything and you just have the truck and you just have the house and all the rooms are half full instead of full. Okay, so that's the energy. We did it a little bit different today. So if you like this video, you can let me know. But I can't do much about it if you like it or don't like it because I just go with the flow. I'm always authentic, I'm never edited, and I'm always live. And I go by what my guides say. So we'll pick one more card here. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. So St. Michael says you're on the right track. Just listen to the things that were said during this video and put it into action. Okay? So with that, thank you for listening.